One. Just come down here for a second. This is another week of animal astrology forecast for April 2nd to the 9th. I just had to set up my stuff here. Hold on. Let me set up my live on my Instagram. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can say hi to you. Let me see. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just going to put the comment here. Animal astrology forecast. Takes me a little bit of seconds because my fingers are a little bit big. For April 2nd to the 9th. Okay, I'm just going to pin that. All right, so with that being said, it is a nice day today here. It is windy. There was a big storm yesterday. I love it when there's storms because it really pushes all the old energy away. It recycles into Mother Earth, and I really like that. And I gotta get my cards. Just 1 second. I accidentally left them in the bag. Here a second. Okay, I thought I had them on my office, but apparently I didn't. Good morning, Sheila. So this is in real time. I'm doing this in real time, everybody. Okay. So, hope you had a great weekend. I did. Had a great weekend. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Tell me in the chat where you're tuning in from so I can say hi to you. And I'm just putting my cards here. I thought I had them on my desk, but I don't. Oh, Sheila, thank you. That's really nice of you. I love your weekly forecasts. I miss them. Oh, that's great. Well, the Exigu, Maria. Okay. So we're going to start with a few little announcements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the main card from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. That's what we're going to start with. Then we're going to pick each animal guide card for Spirit Animal Oracle for each astrological sign. And then I'm going to go into a story of the week or a word of the week from Grey Wolf. And I'm going to ask you not to be spamming my business page or anywhere else. Don't promote yourself here. Have your own page for that. That's all I ask you to do. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm asking. It's not big. So in the days coming, there's going to be a full moon in Libra. So actually it is in my culture, in Mi'kmaq culture, it's actually this month, it's all about birds laying eggs. So Banat Muikas. I probably am butchering that, but Banat Muikus. So that's birds laying eggs. So this is a time when the birds will be laying their eggs, making new life. And I love that, making new life. And so we have the full moon in Libra. I believe it's on April 6th, so it's in 4 days, which is all about releasing things, releasing our old ways, releasing everything. So let's start with the main card. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can say hi to you. Okay, so remember to like this page, like my post, love it, share it out, tag your friends, follow me on my socials, which is Instagram at Trisha Condo. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would really help me out. Also, my TikTok, I've been guilty of not posting as much. But yeah, I'm on TikTok at Trisha Condo. And my Deeply Intuitive Facebook group, you can go to that. Make sure you answer all 3 questions. All 3 questions. If you don't, you can't get in. And it's not me who's answering, who's allowing people to come in. It's my team. And if you have a problem with that, maybe you're not meant for me. Okay. Okay. So let's go into this. What is the main card? What is the main card? Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Okay, let's go to the first card. Ooh, I like this. This is the Feast of Plenty and its reverse. So the Feast of Plenty and its reverse. So this is all about, hey, from Scotland, right on. So this is the Feast of Plenty. And this is all about choices and consequences. So the theme seems to be all about choices and consequences. Okay. So when it's reversed, it's all about our lessons. So maybe you have, so this week is going to feel like, okay, I have a choice. If I go down this path, then this will happen. If I choose to go down this path, this will happen. Okay. I don't like to think of it as right or wrong. It really depends on what you choose. That I know that's kind of, I don't think of it consequences. I think of it as learning. So if you choose to be respectful, if you choose to be that way, hey, then you're respectful. If you choose to be not really respectful, there's a lesson in that, right? So it's all about lessons. If you choose to be happy, hey, you're going to be happy. If you choose not to be happy, your life is going to reflect that, and so on and so on. If you choose to be abundant, then that's what's going to happen. Good morning, Gina. Okay. There's all things that we have to learn. If you make the same choices, let's say that you make the same choices and you're expecting a different result. Like if you, like for example, if you go out with the same guy or the same girl, whatever you're into, different body, but same situation. If you find yourself in that, then you've got to do something different, something really different. So that is the lesson for this week, which is really interesting. Okay. So let's go into today's forecast. Hi, Tammy Hale from British Columbia. Good morning, Gina from Saskatoon. Hey there. North Carolina, Kimberly. Right on. So let's start with Aries. Aries. Who are my Aries people? Oh, these 2 just jumped out. Who are my Aries people? So I got 2 cards for Aries. This is from the animal, let me put this down, the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So Aries, this is what I got for you. We've got the Wolf Spirit and we've got the Rhino. Hey, Cole from New Zealand. So these jumped out. Usually I only pick 2. Remember, these are general readings. This is not specific readings to anyone. It is just general. So this is the Wolf Spirit, which is all about leading. So I feel like there's using your knowledge, using what you know to be aligned for you. So using what you know to be aligned for you. And this will help you really to speak in a very calm and grounded way, which leads to healing. Okay, this is for Aries. Okay, so let's go to Taurus. Who are my Taurus people in the chat? Who are my Taurus? I'm a Taurus sun. Taurus sun, and I have a Leo rising and a Gemini moon. So let's go through this. Taurus. Okay. So Taurus, this is for you. Taurus, this is the white raven. Hey, Barbalish, good morning. Alexipug. So this is the white raven. So the white raven is all about standing by and looking for the signs and the nudges. When spirit moves you, this is where you're like, and if it keeps repeating, then the guidance is to go into that direction. Okay. This is all about really trusting in the creator and trusting where it leads you, even though logically it will not make sense this week, Taurus. Okay, trust that you're going into a better road, more healing path for you, because this is what it is this week. Just trust. May not make sense, makes no logical sense. Maybe you have some lessons you need to learn. Okay, let's go to Gemini. Geminis. Who are my Geminis? Let me know in the chat who are my Geminis. After this, I'm going to make some breakfast. I'm going to have some more coffee. I've got some work to do today. Okay, let's go to Gemini. Geminis. Ooh, interesting. We've got the spider spirit for Geminis, and it's in reverse. So that means there's a lot of healing that's going to be happening this week, Geminis. Okay? Gemini, nice. Geminis is a lot to do with getting out of your own way. It's so interesting because I saw a spider. And me and my boxer Bailey, we saw a spider walking across the floor yesterday. So it's all about you getting out of your head. Remember, creations are coming from the creator and your guides and your angels. Don't doubt. I feel like you're going to be doubting this week, Gemini. You're an overthinker anyways. So I feel like it's all about you. Your son's name is Bailey. Yeah, my dog's name is Bailey. So this is all about you just going through, just pushing through your creativity, because sometimes Geminis tend to overthink and overtalk and don't do anything. This is the week where this is all about you creating, not thinking, creating, even though it could be not the way you wanted. Hey, I feel like it's going to become really great creations, but I feel like you're overthinking. Let's go to Cancer. Cancer. Go to Cancer. Cancer. Okay. Ooh, I like this for you, Cancers. This is an armadillo. So it's all about having, I see his protective shield. Okay. And the protective shield is not meant to keep everybody out. That's a very unhealthy way of looking at this. So this week, Cancers, you tend to be in your shell a little too much. And I feel like you've healed. Now it's the time to get out of your shell. Of course, you're doing this for a reason. This is the lesson this week, is to just say, okay, I can trust that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to trust that I'm okay this week. And there's going to be times when people are going to come up to you and not have the best of intentions. They're not going to have good medicine, okay. It's up to you to really say to yourself, okay, it's time to put one toe out there and put my face in the sun. Okay, this is what I'm getting with you, Cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. You had Bailey pass last year. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's go to Leo. Leos. Who are my Leos? Who are my Leos? Okay, Leos. Ooh, I like this. Leos, this is what I got for you. Cat spirit. There seems to be a lot of lessons this week. Interesting. Because the full moon is coming. I get the sense with this is really the lesson is there seems to be big healing around codependency this week, Leo. So it's all about you trusting that you can be independent. I feel like this week is all about you working on your independence. Could be financial, it could be relationship wise, it could be spiritual, but I feel like clearing all of the old energy. So a lot of shadow work with this and trusting your intuition too. So I feel like Leo, you're going to be over analyzing, going along with Gemini. Okay. But overall, it's time for you to become your own person this week, Leo. Let me know if this makes it resonates with you, because I feel like this is a good week for Leo, even though it seems not. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo. Who are my Virgos? Okay, I'm going to take from the top. Oh, this is interesting. Virgos, this is what I'm getting with you. Okay. This is the deer spirit, Virgos. So I feel like this is a week for you to really be extra gentle to yourself, making time for you, going to a spa, curling up and watching more Netflix or tuning out, turning off your phone. This is what I'm getting from you, Virgo. This is a time for you to be really, really gentle on yourself and go for a walk and really tune out from social media. That's what I'm getting. Really and work on your nervous system. I feel like your nervous system is a little overly stimulated. Okay, let's go to Libra. How's everybody doing, Libras? How are you doing, Libra? It is a full moon in Libra on the 6th. So a lot of balancing, rebalancing, recommunication. Libra. Time to let go of those old relationships that don't work. People that are throwing you off your balance. And put everything in the sacred fire. All those things that don't work in communication and relationships, dynamics. Okay, let's go here. Libra. Okay, Libras. Who are my Libras? Let me know in the chat. So Libras, we've got the whale spirit. It's so interesting. I watched the movie The Whale. Whew, very intense movie, but very good. Brendan Fraser is a really good actor. It was an eye opener. It was you've got to have a strong spirit to watch that. Very sad towards the end. I won't tell you what it is, but very sad. Okay, the Great Spirit. So, and the whale is also about community, and it's also about, I see it as community, but it's also about telepathy, dreams. I feel like Libra, you're going to have a lot of great things coming for you this week. I feel like it has to do with your dreams speaking to you. Your spirit will be speaking to you towards, communicating or talking with people. This week is really good, and you're going to feel as if you know when somebody's going to be calling you. You're going to be feeling super sensitive to the spirit world. That's the sense that I get. Okay, let's go to Scorpio. Who are my Scorpios? Everybody's quiet for some reason. Who are my Scorpios? Okay, I'm shuffling here. Let me put this down a little bit. Scorpios. Let's shuffle. I think I want to go like in here. Scorpio. Oh, interesting. Scorpio. I have this. Scorpion. Good. Okay, Scorpion. This is what I have, a skunk. So I feel as though there's a lot of unworthiness, like unworthy talk, not very sacred talk. And I feel like this is a week where you're going to start to clean that up. Okay, Scorpio, you're going to, I need to, you're going to be clearing that up this week. Is the way you see yourself. No need to. You cannot ask questions here. Unless it has to do with this, no free readings here. I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. So be respectful. Okay. Okay. So this is a skunk spirit. So a skunk spirit is basically asking you to heal. Heal the questions of the questioning. If you're questioning yourself, if someone's making you question yourself, Scorpio, and I feel like it's a reflection of you. Okay. It's a reflection of how you're feeling and how other people are making you feel. And I feel like this is a really good time to start diving into more of affirmations and also clearing out the old energy, asking your angels and guides to clear out the old energy. Ancestral stories, clearing that out, okay? Smudging it and asking the creator and your guides to help you. Okay, I feel like that is a big thing. That's exactly what's going on with you. And I feel like it's going to be a good week for this. Sagittarius. Who are my Sages? Who are my Sages? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Just a friendly reminder, please. This is a general reading for all the astrological signs. If you want a paid reading, you go to my website, which is trishakondo.com. I want to be fair to everybody. Okay. Sagittarius. So let's, Sagittarius. All right. Oh, good. Sagittarius, let's go to you. Sagittarius. Oh, I love this. The rabbit spirit, Sagittarius. This is going to be a very aligned week for you. Lots of great gifts are coming for you because a rabbit really represents abundance. Great things coming in. I want to be a Sag this week. It's a lot of fast energy, being successful this week. I feel like there's going to be a lot of wins for you, a lot of good communication, good energy. A lot of this. I feel like it's going to be that week for that. I love that for you, Sag. Okay, let's go to Capricorn. How's everybody doing? I'm going to stop for a second. How are you doing? I never asked that. How are you doing? Doing well? It's really sunny today. Doing amazing. Right on. Happy to be here. Oh, love that. Good. I'm doing good. I actually pulled my muscle in my left arm right here. But I actually had to massage it, but it's good now. It's just a little sore, but good. Painting. Oh, I love painting. Love painting. I love drawing too. Okay, let's go to Capricorn. Go to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorns. This is what I get. So Capricorns, this seems to be a theme this week where we're actually clearing out the old negative ways. Yeah, I massaged it like 3 times yesterday, and I had to stop working on. I'm working on the replays for my masterclass, and it cramped up, so I had to stop. Okay, look at this pig spirit. So I feel as though the pig spirit is all about, is for Cappies. This is all about you looking at what are you saying throughout the day? What are the unsacred words that we say to ourselves? And I feel like is also that you are trying to get to become master without even trying to start to do the steps. I feel like this is the week where you're going to start doing steps, step by step. That's what I'm seeing with the pig. He's showing me step by step by step. And there's going to be a finish line. So, so I feel like this is the time where you're going to do step by step. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Aquarius. Let's go to Aquarius, sitting with your granddaughter. Oh, that's nice. I was making my little shelter for my cat, Stacy. And I feel like she has a middle name, Stacy Bella. Stacy Bella. She's so graceful. And I was watching her a couple days ago, and I'm gonna go to my story later. But after this, I'll do Aquarius and Pisces. But I'll give you a little story about her. So Aquarius. Oh, I love this for you, Aquarius. This is what I'm getting. Aquarius. This is the electric eel. Okay. The electric eel is going to be giving you or recharging you. Okay. Aquarius, you're going to feel as though there's new energy or recharging. And I feel like you're either recharging or revamping things. And I feel like you're revamping, and it's going to feel really electrifying to you. Either it's going to shock you, or you're going to be amazed or shocked. And okay, oh no. Okay, guys, just ignore this person. No, we don't do that here. So sorry, guys, just ignore that. I wish people would get their own Facebook pages, please. Okay, so this is Electric Eel, and this is, you're going to notice a lot of spiritual activity from the spirit realms also. This can have many layers, but what I'm getting is a lot of visitations from your spirit guides, your angels, who are actually downloading a lot of ideas to you this coming week, Aquarius. Okay, let's go to Pisces. Let's go to Pisces. Pisces. Let's go to Pisces. 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 Okay, Pisces. This is what I'm getting. This is the parrot spirit. Pisces. This is all about you. I feel like Pisces, I feel like this is where you're going to have to put your boundaries on what people say to you that is not really, I feel like it's a reaction. Or it could, and I feel like also on another level, Pisces, that you also have to watch what you're parroting, what you're saying back. Because whatever you say back in not a healthy way will come to you. So I feel like you need to refocus, Pisces, and the way you speak to the creator and speak to yourself. Because in each one of us is a tiny spark or a big spark of the creator. We're a reflection of that. Okay. This is all about you watching your words and saying great things to yourself this week, Pisces, because you have to watch what you say and who's saying things to you, and you really got to speak up in a good way. I feel like there's a whole bunch of different levels and dimensions. When I'm talking about that, there's a lot of noise from trees out there, and it's telling me, when people are low vibrating people, it's a lot of noise, and people don't know how to react to people who are very high vibrating, who are very higher to the creator. And the more you're higher to the creator and you're more peaceful, people tend to try to create noise. And I believe it's not their fault. It's just they're on different wavelengths, different dimensions. That's cool. It's so interesting. My mother just messaged me and said my great grandmother was a witch. That is so cool. I'll tell you a little bit of what I'm doing too. Um, I know some of you want to know. Do you want to know what I'm doing in the behind the scenes? Maybe I should share that. Let me know in the chat if you would like to know what I'm doing behind the scenes in my. I'll tell you a little bit. My mother's just messaging me. Does anybody want to know what I'm doing behind the scenes? Yes? Okay. So I've been looking up my family tree. And I looked it up on ancestry.ca. And this is not a promotion, or I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that. But I was looking at my family tree. And one of my grandmothers, is it my grandmother? One of my grandmothers is an actual witch. And my mother just messaged me. She was my great grandmother. She was a witch and she was psychic. And I have a picture of her. I don't want to show it here, but I'll show it in the Deeply Intuitive Facebook group. My grandmother was a witch and she was psychic medium. It was my great grandmother, great grandmother. And she was a witch and she was a psychic. Isn't that interesting? And so I've been looking at ancestry.ca and I really want to do the DNA analysis from there. I think I'm going to do it probably on my birthday. I really want to know. I've been looking through and reviewing my family tree. And I do have a lot of natives from Rustigish, from United States, and some connections with the French and the Scottish, which is interesting. And I kind of knew that in a way, but it was really interesting to look at that. I was so fascinated by that. I'm just like, wow. And I believe one of my grandfathers was a Blackfoot. But it's so interesting how I'm looking at it's almost like my family tree for sure, but it's like looking at their past lives and just witnessing them on this, on this digitally. And I'm like, wow, love that. Maria says, what's the difference between a witch and a medicine woman? Good question. I believe a medicine woman is all about using herbs and using the indigenous teachings to heal the person's soul and their spirit, and honoring the moon cycles. That's what I believe the medicine woman is. Witch is more or less believes in the moon cycles, but are interested in spells. But what I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe that witches do exist in the indigenous culture, but I feel like they're really hidden. They're really good. And I believe they're called witches because they're very good at speaking or manifesting. Manifesting, it's kind of like casting spells with your voice. That's what I believe it is. And people are really good at this. I know a lot of indigenous witches who do this. There are good witches, yes. I don't believe in good or bad. And some people do. Hey, that's your choice. But I believe there are healing witches and people who are really good at manifesting. I really believe that. Maybe you have a different opinion. That's okay. But I really believe that there are healing witches out there, and they're there to celebrate and honor Mother Earth and all of its creations. I really believe that. I really do. If you believe something else, hey, that's okay too. I'm not here to judge you. Okay, with that being said, that's really cool that I'm finding out more. I'll let you know. But I'm finding out more about my family tree, and yeah, it's really interesting to know that I come from a long line of Native people from Maine, from Restigouche. Um, Not that I was doubting my identity. I never doubted that. Um, I know a lot of Native people and Indigenous people who are light skin, dark skin, medium skin, doesn't mean they're any less Native. Doesn't mean they're less Native than we are. I'm light skinned. Doesn't mean that I'm less Native. There's a lot of light skinned Indigenous people out there. Nothing wrong with that. If we were all the same color, it would be awfully boring. It would be awfully boring planet if we were all the same color. I just believe that diversity is really where it's at. Having all of the colors celebrated. That's where it's at. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Um, I've got to work on a few things today, and I'm going to get some coffee and have some breakfast and enjoy today. Enjoy. We are a melting pot. Yes, we are. Yeah. Definitions of who we are changing all the time. It's fluid. I believe it's fluid. Yeah, definitely. It's changing all the time. And I love that. I love that. I love all cultures, all races. I really do. I do. Does Grey Wolf have a message for this week? Okay. Does anybody want to know that? I'll. Can you put it in the chat? Do you want me to put in a Grey Wolf message for the week? Since you asked. Yes? Let me know in the chat and I will do that. Okay. So Grey Wolf's message of the week. All right. Oh, okay. So let's see what Grey Wolf has to say about this week. Let me tune in. Give me a second. He kept saying refine. It's time to refine ourselves. It's so interesting because he's talking about wearing the pants. Like when you start focusing and refining your attention and wearing the pants, I know what he means by that. He's using metaphors. When you start becoming a leader, a very strong and not, I wouldn't say strong, a grounded leader, okay? You start healing and you start doing better for everyone. And especially for those that are counselors that are in those kind of roles, leadership roles, I feel like he really wants to talk about that. Getting refined, meaning there's levels to that too. But I feel like he wants to say you really need to have discipline. You need to get refined on who you are and how you show up throughout the week. So if you are like, I'm looking out my window and I'm seeing a lot of wind. And wind tends to be the noise. People tend to be noisy when they're not grounded. And it could be a lot of reactions. It could be a lot of old, old patterns of doing things. And I'm seeing the trees, and I'm tying it with the tree, and I know what he's saying. Is the tree is the leader. The leader is grounded, it never sways, it never breaks because of all the noise. All the noise. It might sway, but it never bends too far or breaks. It's very strong, grounded in Mother Earth. There's no analyzing to be done. Yes, wind is distractions. Wind is distractions. And it's all about, how do you say it? Um, when you lead, it's all about leading with a very healed heart. Leading with a healed heart, you could be a leader in, hairdressing. You could be a leader um, in the work that you do. You could be a leader in a dentist, as an orthodontist, or in the dentistry industry. It could be all kinds of things in a teacher industry, counselors, or it could be anything. You could be in accounting. You could be in housing. You could be in, a forestry industry. All kinds of things. But leaders tend to listen to everybody's opinions and then takes the last decision. Me too, I love trees. Then you have the followers. The followers will just listen to the leader. The followers will just listen to the leader, but they will go to the most grounded leader who treats them with respect. The followers are good because they support. They support. They support and they support and they support. They do. It's so interesting that it is windy here because I really like that wind is just noise. That's all it is. It's just noise. That's all it is. And I see the old snow just coming off. The snow is coming off. And that is what I see. And the snow is the past. The wind clears the past also. I love how Mother Nature is, how Mother Earth, with her spirit and her wisdom and her generosity and her grace and her fluidity. And she teaches us a lot. She does. I say she because that's how I feel she is. She's a living, breathing spirit. And she teaches us a lot. And I'll tell you a little bit before I head off. I'm going to tell you about my cat. So my cat Stacy, I call her Stacy Bella. I like that name. Stacy Bella. Stacy Bella is a beautiful little cat. And I think she's 6 months. I'm not sure. Anyways, I was watching, and I'm going to head off soon, but I was watching Stacy and Alex. They were playing together. It was last week. They were playing together. And I really love that. They were playing together, and she's really tiny. She's like size of my hands put together. And Alex gets excited. Alex gets excited when he wants to play. He gets a little rough. he gets excited. He gets a little rough, and so he went right to her face, and she started hissing and smacking his nose. And I thought that was really interesting because I watched them play, and I really believe Stacy Bella is teaching me about boundaries. And I believe she's teaching me about when you have somebody stronger, someone who's stronger, who doesn't realize their own strength or their own energy. And she's teaching me about how to say something with a very refined and controlled voice. Not reactive, more or less grounded. So I was watching that and and they both taught me something. Fearful people react. Um, Grounded people have to put their boundaries up and say, "Hey, that's not cool." And I was watching that, and I'm like, "What is the lesson here?" And I'm sharing that with you. Um, and so these two little beings, Alex and Stacy Bella, were just teaching me about that. And I was watching them for like 5 or 10 minutes, and she just kept going. She just kept going, and finally, he walked away from her. Took many tries. I think he did about 10 tries until he walked away from her. And I was just like, "Well, okay." That's how it is in real life, right? We've got to teach people how to treat us. Hey, Flavor Rush, we had to teach people how to treat us. All right, I gotta go, but I wish you all a great day. And I've got to really head off. And yeah, so thank you for following me. I really love that you come here every week. I enjoy doing this all for all of you out of generosity of my heart. I enjoy this, and yeah. So everyone, have a great week, and I will see you soon.